How many shots is it gonna take to get to your juicy center? Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back to the month of Independence. Today on the agenda is a simple game with a simple name. AAA Zombies! It's pretty basic. Let's hope it's good though. I happened to find it browsing through Game Jolt, as I tend to find many indie games from. Welcome to the village, stranger. Find the cave that leads to the dungeons beneath. Okay, fair enough. Zombies remain. One, of course. This is just a tutorial, of course. Essentially, there's only going to be one zombie to deal with. Okay, man. How do you get to where you need to go? Okay, there's the caves. Shouldn't be a problem. Oh. That's weird. I guess there was one zombie in town, but it's a small dungeon. You need to clear out the zombies to get your reward. No problem. I got a double barrel right here. Unfortunately, you can easily run out of ammo. You may find missed some. Okay. Nice use of English. I don't mean to mock if English isn't your first language, but this sounds off, you know? Uh-oh. I'd better look around and not stay in one spot for too long. That probably wouldn't be very good for me. Ow. And getting hit by spikes probably wouldn't be very good for me either. My doctor always did say that getting impaled was bad for my health. Looks like he was right. Well, let's move on. Uh-oh. Jeez. Darn. Look around for bullets. Crap. Keep hitting those spikes, too. You may have missed some. Yeah, probably. Is that a bullet? Looks like a bullet, but it looks like a shell, but it probably isn't. Evidently. Uh-oh, jeez. Well, I'm in trouble, aren't I? There are no bullets or shells or ammo of any kind. You weren't? Okay. I was about to say. Also, that has the sound of quick ammo boxes, which is quite interesting. Oh. Should not have wasted that shot. That might just cost me later. Oh, jeez. I better get better with my accuracy than this. Otherwise, it's really going to cost me. I need to be careful. Absolutely careful. So what was that I just grabbed? That green artifact. It wasn't health. I'm still at half. And it definitely wasn't ammo. That's for sure. Oh, jeez. If I get to the point where I could consistently one-shot them, that would be great. But it doesn't seem likely anyway. Not possible, but likely. Not that it isn't possible, I mean. I guess I'm the one who needs better English skill. I see these zombies, like, wandering around. How fascinating. At least I found some more ammo, so that's good. Uh-oh. Uh-oh for you. Too bad, huh? Nice. Now I've got enough ammo to two-shot all of them. And if I just so happen to kill any of you in one shot, even better. Okay, I think that is actually helpful. It increases your health by low enough amounts that I just didn't see it. Only 10 remain. Make that 9. 8. At this point, I've got enough to 3-shot them. So it really doesn't matter. At least ammo doesn't matter so much right now. Because I seriously doubt it's going to take me more than 3 shots each. And even if it did, I've got some leeway here now. Okay. Fair enough. I've even got more leeway. Only 3 remaining. Where are you little bastards at, huh? I'm coming for you! Show yourself. You miserable bastard. Suddenly I'm the one hunting you. But then again, that was always the way it was supposed to be. You may have had the drop on me, briefly. But not anymore, buddy boy. Not anymore. I got over 16 shells to 1 zombie. You won! You killed all the zombies. Good job. Wait, that's it? That's the whole game? Not even... Okay, I guess he didn't have dungeons yet. Oh, what the hell? Because I press enter for some reason, Oh, okay, you can press escape and then that takes you out of it. I guess I'll go back to the main menu then. Yeah, pre-alpha. Pretty good. Even if it's only like 1 or 2 types of zombies and basically 1 gun, it was pretty good. It's a nice solid concept. I can see where you're going with this. It has a lot of potential. But then again, a lot of indie games that are this early in development have a lot of potential. What I'm saying is, not too shabby. Although I should probably find something else to play. Hang tight real quick. So I decided to switch over to a pretty similar game called Riverwood, and mostly similar because it's a first-person shooter. But hey, that's all the similarity you really need, right? Let's go with Chapter 1, of course, because I've never played it before. Much like the previous game, this seems simplistic in its art style. Of course, it's a different aesthetic, but, you know, seems like it would be fitting. It seems this one uses skulls primarily. And almost makes me think that that was acquired from the Unity Asset Store or something, because it almost looks hilariously out of place, especially compared to the projectiles that it's shooting that are basically just orbs. I'm not knocking it, maybe these are just placeholders, but it just looks kind of funny. Solid mechanics, though. And it's almost kind of amusing, the fact that they devolve into red chunks. Yeah, that's right. Get crushed into paste. Into pixely paste. And it seems we have button presses, too. This music sounds familiar, too. I can't place it, but I know it sounds familiar. I'm sure it'll come to me. What are these, snipers? Let's see. Wait a minute. That's from Metroid, isn't it? I forgot the name of the place in Super Metroid, but I know that Magmore Caverns is Metroid Prime. When it plays there, it plays a remix of the original. Yeah, of course, I should know it immediately. I mean, I am a Metroid fanatic after all. Why wouldn't I recognize that music? Actually, it's not quite the same. But it is pretty similar. Then again, now that I'm listening to it, maybe it sounds more like Egyptian music and it just so happens to have some similar beats. All I know is that there are at least parts of the song where it sounds straight up like that theme from Metroid. It's kind of weird. I want to say Meridia, but I don't think that's it. Either way, I should probably focus on the game a little more. Then maybe I wouldn't get my ass kicked nearly as much. Kind of funny, though. You can sort of get the drop on them, or you can just get killed. If you're stupid like me. Hello, you friggin' spiders. These spiders move so slowly in our melee that I really shouldn't be getting damaged by them, and yet I am because I'm getting careless. Well, I'll give you credit. Wait, what? Oh, okay. I'm so used to it being 3 that, yeah, there's no fist option. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. my health was restored at the beginning of the level, wasn't it? Sadly, though, I don't think there's a fallback weapon then. If there's no melee option, that means I have no fallback. You know what? Maybe I should split them up. That might be my best bet. Just saying. Oh, jeez. I really need to learn how to dodge. These are projectiles, and not even that fast either. If I could just learn how to move around a bit. I just gotta take this game a little more seriously. That's all I have to do. Just take it ever bit so seriously. I just keep wanting to stand still when I fire, and why do I need to do that? I played mini games like the modern Dooms where you're required to keep moving. So I should adapt that mindset. Just gotta get into the groove here. Quit standing still so damn much. Yes. Once I develop that easy mindset again. What the hell? What the hell? A mannequin that's firing axes at me? Or flinging axes, I mean? It's supposed to be... Okay. I was about to say. I wasn't sure if that was supposed to be like a boss or what. I guess I should have realized it wouldn't be. It's kind of funny, though. It looked like it was pointing me towards the right direction, but then it suddenly became a living, breathing enemy. Kind of funny how that works, isn't it? Huh. You can get overhealed. There's no health limit. Or at least it's not 100 like I assumed it would be. It seems you can grab these at any time and reap their benefits. That's cool. Oh, that's nice. Maybe I should get up close and try to shotgun it. Assuming it won't be alerted immediately. And it is. You know, if I keep circling you, you can't hit me now, can ya? That's your Achilles heel. All I gotta do is move slightly. Okay, so I guess the maximum is 160. And when you get that far, it just starts down healing you. Now it's reminding me of that health power-up from Quake 1. I don't know if that was intended or not. Okay, yeah, it under heals you to 150. So, you can go below your maximum health, which in this case is 150. You can go over it, but it will drain from you until you reach an equilibrium. Until you get back to that state. It's like an unstable health. How fascinating. In some ways, that's more of an interesting mechanic than it would be if it just hard limited you. Because it does give you the option of overhealing, but just not for long. You have to make use of it fast. That could potentially allow for some more strategies. You know, like my lack of strategy is I just stand still and get myself killed. Clearly, utilizing such strategies is beyond me. I can't even stay at 100, let alone 150. Let alone overheal over 150. Alright, you little bastard. What do you think of me now, you lost soul reject? You flameless lost soul? Actually, now that I'm looking at it up close, it's pixelated. So, it probably wasn't from an asset store. Maybe I was just being a little too presumptuous. I mean, with my Capitalist Chaos game, some people apparently thought that some of those assets were freaking asset flipped. I'm not sure if I should take that as a compliment or not, because I pretty much made all of them. I mean, if they thought that those assets were good enough to have been taken from someone else, maybe I should take that as a compliment. Who knows? Or maybe they were just saying that it was so disorganized in its style that it looked like that I was just taking it from several sources, even when I wasn't. I legitimately made pretty much everything in that game. From Ghost himself to all the enemies. I swear. I mean, I think I got the texture for that anime girl from the face from somewhere, but aside from that, Pretty much all me, man. Oh, boy. Of course, I did heavily modify it, too. So it's not like I just infringed upon someone. Oh. I guess I should probably learn when to stop firing because I'm out of ammo. So, to the person who's making this, might I make a suggestion? Do a check that if you're completely out of ammo for that weapon and you try to fire it, just make you switch to one of the other weapons. I mean, that's the way Doom does it. It would probably help, you know? Just automatically switching. That way you don't... The player doesn't keep trying to shoot like an idiot because they didn't notice. I mean, I know you can argue that that's on the player to actually notice, but it would probably be more convenient that way. Like I said, Doom does it. It's not like you can say it's just some casual thing. Unless you want to say the original Doom on Nightmare is casual. And let's be real, that would be an argument that I don't think anyone would ever want to make. Ever. The argument I will make, however, is that I'm getting through these levels. Well, isn't that lovely? That is pretty interesting, though. At the top left corner, it does show you what weapons you have and how to click them. I didn't notice it before. I see the game is getting very generous with ammo. Either it's just randomly getting generous with ammo and this means nothing, or I'm about to enter something big and this means the world. Although, so far, so normal enemies. Ouch. Yeah, me going around corners myself is very dangerous for me. It's giving them the advantage. And you never want to give your opponent the advantage. Typically speaking. My bad. Go to hell. Let me just try to aim this here. No problem. You friggin' spider. Although it is kind of funny how the spider has such, I'm gonna say, subtle movements. Doesn't even look like it's animated, it just looks like it's sliding across the floor. In fact, I think that might be what it's doing. I don't know for sure, the legs might be just extremely subtle that you can't really notice it unless you're really paying attention hard, but it looks like they're just, you know, it's almost a shame. Like maybe shape keys or something. If not, full bones. I'm sure it wouldn't take that much to add a bone system. Just a tip. It's just one of those things that can make the difference between something looking polished and something just looking slapped there, if you know what I mean. I should really utilize this some more, too. Especially if I'm facing a crowd. Yeah, that spider is definitely not being animated. There you go, buddy boy. What do you think of me now? And what opened? I can't wait to see what opened up. Probably that. Mostly because you can see the remnant of a door. What the? Okay. I love how it still had the sound even though the door was clearly finished moving. I guess that was just to be dramatic, huh? Whereas if it didn't have it be much faster than the sound implied, it would actually have you able to get out, which would just be weird. Through blood and bullets, you make your way through the long tunnel. You hope that you will find a way out of this castle and earn your freedom, but monsters are in your way of that freedom. Will you be able to escape alive, or will you fall like the rest? Only time will tell as you make your way to the mother demon, Shilu-Nura. Ooh, we got a boss here? I want me a boss, baby. Give me that boss. Oh. I see. I guess, we don't have it yet. Well, it's interesting that, like Doom, you do lose your stuff at the beginning of each episode. Never did make any sense to me. I mean, yeah, maybe for the second episode, because you technically died and went straight into Deimos, into the base of hell. You probably wouldn't have your weapons after dying. You know, you don't take it with you, as the old saying goes, but I mean, for episode 3, and especially episode 4, you should be able to have your weapons still. Never did make any sense to me, but whatever. I guess Doom Guy doesn't like being prepared, does he? And of course this game takes from that. That concept, I mean. Kind of interesting how pretty much every window is glowing bright red. How do they see with that kind of light? I know, it's for a visual effect, but it looks kind of silly. I guess it's just to contrast the outside to inside. Although, if they're using red lights, they would still have trouble seeing in there. Just saying. That kind of light, that kind of bright light, that's purely red, I imagine I wouldn't be able to see very well in there. Although it's kind of funny because if you notice... Oh, super shotgun. Well, you're taking more from Doom than I thought. Well, it's weird because that's a 4 weapon and yet the shotgun and the machine gun are still gone. Kind of weird. I guess this guy just wanted to give you a taste of a more powerful weapon while still stripping you of your more reliable weapons. I see. That was fun. Kind of funny. Kind of funny looking if I'm being honest, but, you know. That's gonna happen. Well, okay, I got this back at least. Guess we're going in reverse order, kinda. Luckily, these enemies never heard of actually dodging. I mean, I'm barely able to dodge, but at least I do know how to dodge. So at least I deserve some kind of credit, I think. Maybe. Oh well. Time to rip and tear, anyway. Or as close to it. Okay, let's see how you like getting popped around a corner. Turns out, they're really good at it. Even when I have the drop on them, they don't hesitate, like I do. Maybe I just care too much. Or maybe I just suck and I'm trying to come up with an excuse. That's probably it. Uh-oh. Oh, jeez. There we go. Ah, just like in Doom, the double barrel is going to be my best friend. Except for spiders, of course. Spiders don't really need anything special. You can pretty much just pop them with a pistol as long as you have ammo for it. I mean, even if it's not the most original design-wise, it's still pretty fun. It's a solid shooter. I can't really fault it on any part of that. The only thing you could say about it is it's not the most complex in the world, but hey, it probably doesn't really need to be. It does what it does well enough. Even the projectiles are clearly very simplistically made. That's probably the one thing that I would focus on if I was the person making this game. Maybe polish up the projectiles a bit. Or, you know, maybe the particle system too. Although the blood kind of looks funny. Mostly the projectiles, because the projectiles look weirdly out of place. And not in a way that's so much endearing. But more like a, well, there they are. If you know what I mean. Jeez. Speaking of, well, there it is, my skill and lack thereof is draining. It's clearly not here. Although the funny thing, that actually does have a proper projectile that looks put together well enough. I'll give you credit for this. But maybe for the other enemies you could, I don't know, make a little fire particle system thing. It doesn't have to require that many particles, just enough to sell you on the fact that it's supposed to look like it's on fire, or maybe something of that nature. Or maybe you could make it look ethereal or something. Ethereal. Kind of like ghostly. I don't know. Do something. Whatever way you choose to go about it. Because if you're trying to make it look like the projectiles from Doom, like the Baron projectile for the bats, and the Imp projectile for those skull heads, then I would recommend, yeah, giving it a little fire trail like Doom does. That would make it look better, if you were going for that style. Although it looks like it could be ghostly balls, so I don't even know. Whatever look you're going for, I probably shouldn't spend so much time commenting on projectiles. Oh, okay. Although I'd probably also give the spiders animations. Just rig up some animation. It doesn't take that long. I could probably do it pretty quickly. All you gotta do is give it some armatures and then, you know, make the legs move up and down. Doesn't have to be the most realistic, just some indication that the spider is in fact moving and not just floating like a ghost. But that's just me. It's a fun... You've clearly got it fun. More or less. Because I'm definitely having fun with it. These are just nitpicks, really. Just something that could make it look a little better. A little more polished, you know? Uh-oh. Of course, when it comes to my abilities, I could do a lot of things better. So what right do I have to talk? I can't even play your game the best. What right do I have to talk about making better games? What right at all? Oh well. Forward I shall go. Oh, that's interesting. I see you've got some trees there. You have fought your way. Okay, just a slight misspelling. Through the final wave of monsters and have made it to Shilu-Nura, but with your arsenal of weapons you don't intend to back down now. Can you slay Shilu-Nura and leave the treacherous castle Riverwood? You mean the treacherous? Clearly someone awaits for me. Oh, this is delightful. So basically, her bats are like spawnlings or something? Because that's the impression I'm getting from this. That she's basically her spawnlings, but just bigger. Hope she doesn't spawn new ones in. That would probably be inconvenient for me. Here you go. Now die. Please. Please, Scout. Die. Oh, that's delightful. That's just peachy right there. You gotta love extra ammo. How many shots is it gonna take to get to your juicy center? The world may never know. Or maybe they will know. Literally right now. This is actually good timing because I'm almost out of time, actually. You know, to where I usually go with these recordings. Pretty good. Like I said, a little bit of polish. Oh, okay. I guess, he didn't really account for any kind of ending, like, you know, like a text or something. Maybe make an ending, polish it up a little, especially polish up the menu. The menu looks very basic. But it was fun, it was very solid, it was very functional. I've got no complaints on that part. Practicality-wise, I had a good time. But that's going to have to be it for now. Thank you so much for tuning in with me. Make sure to spread this video around like blood in hell. And I will see you next time. Now go out there and capitalize on life. Peace out, have a good one, and have a nice and pleasant day.
If you enjoyed the content and want to stay up to date, I upload 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every single day. You can also subscribe and hit the bell icon, or just check out the end screens right here.